great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the LSU Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Well, guys, down here on the field before the game, it is absolutely insane. These Ole Miss fans are letting Lane Kiffin know just how angry they are that he left to take the LSU job. Now he brings his Tigers back into the Ole Miss Stadium, and it is hectic. There's a lot of noise, a lot of excitement, and a lot of energy down here. Not all of it is positive being directed at Lane Kiffin. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Got a man in the middle. There he goes. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Quickly complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quickly.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So while Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys declare, there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of spots up for grabs here for these receivers to go down the field, make a ton of plays, stat it up, and score points for this offense.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right on the money. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Handoff, Caden Durham. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Lacy. Could be an alley. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Fires to the middle, and his throw is incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. LSU quick to the line.
It's a new era in Baton Rouge, obviously. Lane Kiffin as the head coach, Garrett Nussmeier gone. Sam Levitt comes in from the portal in ASU. And, David, I mean, does anybody not expect this offense to score 50 points a game, throw it up and down the field? I mean, you've got the match made in heaven, it seems like, between the play caller and the quarterback. This thing should be lights out, I think.
And Lane Kiffin always delivers, right? Like, he finds a way to have the...
Snags it and he's open. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says, like, cheating, yeah. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
That's reeled in. It's Green. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Berry. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Looking for a crease. It's Berry. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wants to throw. Might have a chance. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 and the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulls and fired complete. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, they were counting on winning. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Levin. The quick out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Berry. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
He's got the back in the middle. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Now, the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wide open downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 1 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Commodores with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the number 1 team in the country. Make it 1, 2, 3 in a row for this team after they dropped their season opener.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Running inside, it's Berry. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Firing to the right, complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Still on his feet. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or 2. Nice job, nice success.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
To the air, it's Levin. Going for 6. Touchdown LSU! And that one will give them the lead.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's armed, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Rebels offense is back on the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Levin. The sure hands, it's Green. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Picked off, a turnover in their own end. He takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And what a job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball, tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Harris. At the 40, there he goes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it.
Turning it on. Powers through. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short the line of the game.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Got the quick pass. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown LSU.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. And he's not going to take the touchback. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the target. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The run inside. It's Lacy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now third down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route, and they get it.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
To the air, it's Levitt. Quickly complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moving out to the right. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
What a missed opportunity. You got an opportunity after that drive to go take the lead.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Quick release by the QB. Tackled there by the defense.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
That's caught. It's Haas. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Touchdown, Tigers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Well, this has been a defensive war, and you were just wondering which side could hang on long enough. But how about the defense coming away with a big pick-6 late to take the lead? You got to step up in big moments. You saw the ball thrown, you pluck it out of the air, you find your convoy, and you're off to the races. That is an outstanding game-changing play.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Lets it fly. Pulls it in. And the Rebels, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Knight. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. Elevates over his man.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And right down the middle. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Outside the pocket, lets it go.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Trying to barrel in. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy and calls him complete.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And the 3-ball gives us a tie. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, Dave.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! They get on the board first here in the overtime period. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Dropping back, it's Levitt. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Got a little grass. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Back to pass. He's got it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Touchdown, Tigers! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
They did not get it. The aggressive call to try to win the game right here, and they come up short in OT. Ole Miss gets the daily double. They win the Magnolia Bowl and beat LSU, and as always, they take victory in the tailgate. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.